I could subtly see a change, even at the various multilateral forums, where except for promoting subsidized agriculture, the developed world was a little more cautious when it came to both services and goods. And therefore, we've seen over the last decade and a half the gradual decline of even the multilateral institutions, which predominantly became institutions with a good quality dispute redressal mechanism. And that was one of the primary purposes that they served. And then suddenly, it was neither in the least developing economies, nor in the developing economies, nor in the emerging markets, but you suddenly found a contrarian trend now moving in the developed economies itself. The reasons would be different in each economy. And the trend really is, can we reverse this whole process? And that's a little worry which does exist. If we look at our own experience as an emerging economy, and we look at ourselves and compare our own growth process in the pre-liberalization era, at a time where our own integration with the world was a little less, our growth rates, our capacity at poverty eradication, our ability to service the poor was always much slower. And today, when we became beneficiaries of a large amount of global investment itself, and more particularly at a time where domestic investment was a little slow, we ourselves have concluded that this additionality of resource itself is of great value as far as the Indian economy is concerned. And today, if we see the whole pendulum, it seems to be significantly swung in the last 2.5 decades. I do believe that the whole process of domestic liberalization, coupled with the integration with the world, has suddenly done us a lot of good. With one caveat. And that one caveat, which I would add to the entire analysis that Dr. Forbes was presenting, that in a conscious manner, the benefits of this growth process have to be translated as a benefit to the weakest sections of the society also. In the last few years, that's a model that we have been following. And it is this particular model which has greater political acceptability and a far greater relevance to an economy like India. How much will this entire trend in developed economies continue is a question for everyone to ponder and debate.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.